What's up gamers, DreamcastGuy here, reviewing today Injustice 2. As a kid, I was unfortunately very poor. Our family didn't have much of anything, but every once in a while, my friends and I would secretly combine our lunch money to buy comic books. We could never afford many, obviously, so it felt really special seeing these random adventures of my most loved superheroes, and it reminded me of how magical life could be. Watching Batman fight crime, Superman battle aliens, and The Flash running through time was epic, but deep down, I wanted a video game that let me play these moments rather than just reading about them. After years and years of waiting, I finally have what I always dreamed of as that broke little kid. NetherRealm Studios are the masterminds behind the Mortal Kombat series, so they have a lot of experience with competitive fighters, and it really shows. Injustice 2 is a well-balanced mix of classic heroes that everyone knows about and really obscure villains like Atrocitus. Matches are all one-on-one duels where players compete to chain together combos and power moves to wreck their opponent. While the original Injustice certainly had solid controls, the sequel skillfully builds on and improves the combat mechanics. Depending on how good you are at fighting games, there are a variety of ways to handle rounds to have a chance of winning. If you're just starting out, you could try using environmental attacks like tossing junk from the background or saving up for specials. People with decent practice will enjoy learning how to launch their enemies into the air and figuring out how to deliver painful blows before they land. Those who are the absolute best are going to be enthralled by how expansive every character's abilities are, from Aquaman's Trident Strikes to the Joker's Violent Crowbar Ultimate. The game is brilliantly designed to drive you into growing and experimenting as a player, because the more you throw yourself into dangerous situations, the faster you discover what works. While testing stuff out early on, I shockingly found that my strongest character is somehow Robin. This isn't the boy wonder from the old comics. This is a grown man that used to be part of a guild of assassins. He isn't looking to make friends or just arrest criminals. Robin is out to murder his enemies, and as I mastered his deadly blade techniques, I saw more of how the entire game functioned. There's a certain amount of overlap in each character's talents, which makes it so every hour you spend with Injustice 2, your skills increase exponentially. By far, the biggest new element introduced here is the gear system. Every round you participate in now gives you a chance to earn random items that can customize your characters. There are hundreds of different outfits ranging from retro awesomeness to just plain silly. On top of just having new clothes, you can alter the color of their gear to make it so when you challenge people online, you can really make yourself stand out. There are more things going on here than just cosmetic changes though. These affect your attack and defense, adding a neat RPG style to the upgrades. Having boosted stats might really help you out, especially when it comes to Injustice 2's story mode. Perhaps what surprised me most about this game is that the plot is actually really good. Seriously, if you put this in a movie theater, it'd sell millions of tickets. I was expecting a cheesy tale of monsters and mutants clashing, but instead there's a powerful moral issue at the heart of it. All the heroes are drawn into an epic civil war after Superman straight up murders someone, and while they're dealing with that, Brainiac is invading. It's really just a cool excuse to have villains being good guys and to see Batman punch the hell out of people. When you've beaten that and need a real struggle to push you to get better, it's time to begin exploring the multiverse. In parallel dimensions, there are other versions of Earth that have their own unique problems. By opening a portal, you can teleport into their reality and knock out whoever's trying to take over the world to earn extra cash and upgrades for your characters. That on its own probably wouldn't be very fun though. What makes this so interesting is that there are bonus elements added to the matches. For example, right here time starts out moving really slowly, but for each hit we land, everything speeds up until eventually we're both a blur of blows. In this one, every 15 seconds a laser will shoot down from the sky and hit a target on the ground and deal heavy damage. You can avoid it completely or try and grab your enemy and shove them into the blast on purpose. Winning in these side universes can give you some of the strongest items, but the portal to reach these places is only open for a short period. If you miss your opportunity to save a particular world, then it's likely gone forever, and you'll just have to wait for the next chance to rescue an Earth in need. You may have noticed that during a lot of this video I've mentioned the loot system, and while it is fantastic, it's also attached to something I hate. They pointlessly shoved in microtransactions for no reason. By spending real money, you can get in-game cash to buy better loot boxes earlier on to try and boost your stats or unlock a costume quicker. It annoys me to death that this kind of thing is being added into games so much lately, especially when it's a title as perfect as this one. It's really the only major drawback to Injustice 2, but I won't ignore it because I know that this greedy nonsense is something something that we shouldn't have to deal with. Day 1 DLC characters and microtransactions hold this back from being flawless, and it makes me worried that at some point in the future we may only be able to get the strongest gear by using a credit card. Other than that issue, there's no denying that this is a landmark fighting project. If you're a fan of superheroes or just bashing your buddy's brains to bits as Harley Quinn, this is the game for you. Okay, so we've heard some good and some bad, but let's go to the ratings board and put a big number on it. I am giving Injustice 2 a 9.5 out of 10. This has been such an insane year so far. Every couple weeks we get another giant, incredible game just randomly dropped on us. If things continue like this, I think that 2017 is going to be remembered as a legendary year of radical digital adventures. Thanks so much for watching, gamers. This has been DreamcastGuy with another review. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. But do me the biggest favor of all and keep dreaming. Oh, hey, I was just playing a little bit of Grand Theft Auto on my Darth Vader PSP. Are you curious what I'm going to come out with next? Well, if you click this button, you'll be subscribed to be the first to know. Also, if you click over here and here, you can see my latest review and my latest top 10. I promise, it was super good. Or it was really bad, and I'm sure you can just make fun of me in the comments. Either way, it'll be a lot of fun. Thanks so much for watching.